All right, Hawkman should be above, right? Anyway, yeah, I can't. Spider-Man can't fly higher than Hulk, right? Let me see what I do. You like to work out the left or the right? Well, I can give you a choice. Which is your favorite direction from left to right? It's coming in this way. Well, you got the wings and I got the webs. We're both going to be aggravated.
It's amazing, John. You know, people don't realize what it really takes to get into this business as an artist. It sure as hell, just a little bit more than drawing figures like we do. You know? Just a little bit more.
You know, that's what I always tell people. You can draw the hell out of a figure, but if you can't tell the story, you can't get work. And if the characters don't resonate, if they're not genuine enough, the reader doesn't identify with them, they could say, wow, that's a beautiful drawing, but they will never buy that book again. This is the first time we've ever worked together.
How's it feel?
But I've worked with his sons, when I was at Marvel and they were doing stuff. It was nice to work with them, cover stuff. And we are so lucky. The two of us, we grin at each other every time we see each other because so many guys in the arts, their children want to follow into their profession. But my youngest son, John Jr., actually said he felt like Peter Parker was an older brother. So that's because he used to come to me when he was 13 and 14 and say, why don't you let Peter Parker have some fun? This is what's called improvisational. And I don't improvise very well. I usually scheme out my stuff tediously and labor over it. When I have to do it fast, I have no idea. It's like flying with, what do you say, high trapeze without a net. That's what it is. I still don't know why I do this. It reminds me of actors who say they sweat and throw up before they go on the stage. I don't know why I do that. I should never put myself in a spotlight. The artists that I've idolized, I tried to emulate. And I tried to be Milton Caniff, I tried to be Jack Kirby, I tried to be everybody. And I ended up myself, and I always felt like it was a losing proposition. So help me, up until recently, I was under the impression that I was a pale imitation of everybody I've ever known. A styleless, generic artist. How'd you like to live like that?
Well, respectfully, I disagree.
Well, I'm very grateful that people, I am so grateful that people feel that way. And I look back and say, well, you know, that's stupid. If you do something for 15 or 20 years and you're still doing it, why do you still have doubts? I used to get a script and say to myself, oh, I'm not sure I can do this. Every time. It's stupid.
So what do you think of the Hero Initiative?
Well, I'm very proud to be in it. It's something I've always wanted for our industry, somebody to take care of our guys who are who've worked in the industry and sometimes run into financial and health troubles. I'm very proud that we've raised so much money. We've raised a ton of money, and we've used it to good. We've helped dozens and dozens of artists. We don't want to divulge their problems and their names, but you hear from a lot of people who are grateful, and it's nice. It's a wonderful feeling. The fact that we have done such a great deal towards helping our older guys and people, even young guys that are running into financial trouble. I'm very proud of that, and I think it should be lauded and appreciated by everybody. But I got to watch this. See, this guy sees the figure before he draws it. What are you drawing? You're tracing something.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Are you kidding?
You're leaving yourself room. Don't listen to that.
I think it takes a little more bravery just to go right into the inks.
It's not just bravery. What that is he visualizes. He's visualizing that figure in his head. I had to rough it in because I do not have that blessing. I work from a much more scary position. I have to guess and noodle it out before I do it. If I don't, I end up with one hand outside the panel, and I used to, when I first started drawing, I used to start with an eye and do the thing just the way he's doing it. I can't do it anymore. I need to place the figure and get the proportions right, and then add details as I go. It's a very hard way to make a living.
Do you like the fact that there's so many artists who are now, kind of getting on the bandwagon of the hero?
Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that, and all the assistance is very much appreciated. A lot of guys have given up of their time and their energy to do this. Very proud of it. It's nice. It's nice that we stick together as a community. You should have done Tor, Joe. Saved all the wings.
Why did you choose Hawkman?
Again, I think that they asked me to do the Hawkman in relation to what John Romita was doing as far as the Spider-Man was concerned, and he's so identified by that character. I think they asked me to do the Hawkman for the same reason.
And is it, after all these years, is it easy or hard to
It's easy. It's easy.
You've done it so many times it almost goes by itself?
Well, I think that's probably true about drawing in general at this stage of the game. I think I'm enjoying the whole idea of drawing more now after having been in the business. I guess it's going on 70 years. I've been working, I've been occupied, I've been making a living for the past 70 years in this business. I think I'm just getting the hang of it.